Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're back again. Just finished watching Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime, where you can order packages and watch football nowadays. What's up, Jack?
What's up, buddy? I mean, what a game, huh? Thursday Night Football. It's always a wild one, and this one went down to the wire.
Yeah, short week, no practice time. It's just everywhere. Everybody's everywhere. These games are usually high scoring, which tonight was. So this is pretty much the only breaking news we got here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about this game. As we stated yesterday, take the Bengals plus the points that hit. We also said sprinkle on the money line. That did not hit and got me frustrated a little bit. Bengals had a 14-point lead in the third quarter. They were driving. They ended up fumbling the ball, gave up a touchdown. Then we got the ball back. Bengals started moving it again. Comes down, 3rd and 2. I don't know what happened. We're at the Ravens 45, 3rd and 2, and we're taking shots at the end zone when we only need 2 yards to keep the chains moving, possibly even get a field goal. But no. Turnover on downs, tie game at that point. All the momentum swing to the Ravens. So tough loss for the Bengals. How you feel about this game, man? I'm sick to my stomach a little bit with this
I
one.
mean, they had the lead right up 21-7. They were rolling, and that fumble's really when the whole momentum of the game changed, and we knew it was going to turn into a shootout. First half was an under.
Yep.
Full game they went over.
Yep.
Turned into a shootout out of nowhere. It was just that game flow at the end of the day, but they just kept going up on 4th down when they didn't need to. I feel like there was times they should have just punted it. Yeah, and then, going down to the wire with defensive holding, illegal hands to the face at the end. They didn't call it. I mean, in those circumstances, you don't, but you do. It just comes down to the ref's choice, and you don't want to leave it in the ref's hands. So the Bengals are just going to have to figure it out. They got 6 losses now. I mean, you got to pretty much go on a run and win out now. So Joe Burrow is nice, though. I got to give it to him. He's a great quarterback. He proved it tonight, if anything. Proves it when he's out there. But Lamar Jackson and those guys just went out and did it. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, and it's like deja vu all over again because I watched this first game when they played, and it was the same thing. Bengals had the lead, just give it up, going to overtime, and we had a shot to go to overtime. I mean, I'm not too mad at them going for 2, but at least take your chances in the overtime. You never know, you might get the ball first and go score. So. But it is what it is. Bengals still got the money. They still got the cover. Can't be
And
mad.
shout out to Jamar Chase. I mean, what an animal, right? Ooh, he was
Jamar
killing
Chase.
it tonight.
And people are forgetting T. Higgins did not play. Don't forget that, ladies and gentlemen. They still have T. Higgins. So Bengals are not out of it. I have a feeling they still can make a wild card slot. If you look at their schedule, they got Chargers coming up. That's a winnable game. They got the Steelers. That's a tough game, but it's at home. Then they got the Titans. They got the Browns. So it's a lot of cupcakes coming up on that schedule. They happen to beat the Steelers twice, and say the Ravens beat them twice. They can be second in the division. So season's not over. Don't hold your head yet, Bengals, but you have to win now. There's no more losses. I'm sorry. Can't take any more L's. You think they got?
Ravens got Pittsburgh next week, so I mean that's big too. This is going to be a stretch of big games for like every team coming up. So, I mean, the way they lost, obviously they still have a shot, but it's just so difficult. Why make it so hard on yourself? I don't know. It's hard to pick this team to win it all again, after that. But I guess we'll see.
Yeah, we'll definitely see.
If they go on a run, they rip off 3, 4, or 5 in a row, then I guess it's a completely different game now at that point, right?
Yeah, of course. And it's very doable. I mean, cupcake schedule. Pretty much every team that's left on their schedule has a losing record except the Steelers. So, and those are division games. And speaking of that Ravens-Steelers game, hammer the Ravens next week. They're going to lock that division up. I'm sorry. Steelers, they're not going to be able to stop Lamar at all. And Derrick Henry, no.
Really? Sir. You don't believe in the Steelers' defense like that?
No. Not even just I don't believe in the Steelers' defense. I don't believe in their offense.
So
Now,
you think that's fool's gold? Everything that happened in the first couple weeks, huh?
yeah, because who are they playing?
That's fair.
And they
The
still haven't played a division game yet. So I'm like,
the
huh.
Jets. I mean,
But the Jets just got Devontae that day. It was a lot of distractions. And
right.
honestly, the Jets were up in that game, and kind of that Aaron Rodgers pick right before the half was like the momentum changer in that game. So Steelers, I'm not gonna say they're not formidable opponent because they're 6-2. They only can play who's in front of them. So I'll give them their credit, but I like the Ravens in that game next week. But we're not gonna move too far ahead. It's a lot of games this weekend. Anything you want to talk about on the slate? I didn't have really anything drawn up. I got my best bets ready, but
Now let's get right to it. See what
all
you
right,
got.
all right, cool. So got some best bets this week for you guys. First game is our team, and this is the Georgia Bulldogs. Now, I know we're going into danger territory. We're going into Oxford, Mississippi, playing against Ole Miss. This is like a rival here. Lane Kiffin, he's a pretty good coach out there for Ole Miss. Now, the main reason I'm picking Georgia in this game, I don't think they want to lose that bye when it comes to the playoff. That's a huge thing you need. You need a bye week in that playoff. Get your players rested. Get ready for game plans. See who you playing. If you lose this game, you're going into territory where possibly won't make the playoffs. So this is a big game for both these teams. Ole Miss needs this win. They're already sitting on 2 losses. They're at home. They will have the home field advantage. But Ole Miss starting running back Parrish is out. So I think them not being able to run the ball, I don't think they'll be able to pass as much as well too. And their non-conference cupcake schedule, every time I just look at it, I just lean Georgia in this game. I know Georgia last week, they didn't look so good against Florida, but I had a feeling last week, if you watch my first and goal video, I said Florida would cover because I knew Georgia was looking ahead to this game. So I think they come out here, Kirby Smart will get everybody riled up, know that they can't slip this game and take the chance to get a 9 seed, 10 seed in the playoffs. You don't want to take that chance. So Georgia -2 and a hook. That's the show pick. I will be taking the money line just to let you guys know that. Next game, LSU plus the 3. I know, another big game, but hey, I got to take the big games this week. Why not? Get your popcorn ready. We got LSU at home, 7:30 at night in the South. LSU will be going wild, and this is a big time rival. I don't know what else to say besides LSU is gonna fight and fight. So take that +3. I know Bama is the darling. Everybody's saying right now Bama needs to win this game to make the playoffs. But I predicted before the season that Bama won't make the playoffs. So why not take LSU, the Tigers here, Nussmeier quarterback. I believe he's the better quarterback than Jalen Milroe. Yes, I know Bama has the dogs in the trenches, but so does LSU. The only thing that slightly worries me in this game is LSU secondary. But I think them being at home, the crowd will be rocking. If they just happen to get a turnover on Milroe or something, somebody fumbles and they get a quick score, because this offense can score LSU. So if this happens to be a little shootout here, I love LSU with the +3, and I also like them to win this game outright against Alabama. Next game, it's actually a 2-teamer here. So we're going to NFL. We're switching over, and this is a teaser here. I like the KC Chiefs just to win. Right now, the line at most spots is 7.5, depending where you get it. And we're teasing this up with the Chicago Bears. They're facing off against the Patriots. Now, the media has been killing Caleb Williams. And I'm sorry, there's no way they're going to go back home after 2 bad losses and lose to the Patriots. That's like enough said. They're -6. So if you could tease that down to 1, the reason I put 6.5 or 6 is because depending on the line with KC. So if you could get KC -7 versus Denver and tease that down to 1, you should be good. So I like KC -1, Chicago Bears versus the Patriots at home as a pick 'em. Should be around -130, 2-team teaser. We're doing something different this week. I'm going to go over my picks real quick with you. We got Georgia Bulldogs -2.5 facing off against Ole Miss. That's going to be a good game. Also got LSU +3 facing off against Alabama in a 2-team teaser. KC versus the Denver Broncos at home. Should be able to escape with a win. And Chicago Bears facing off against the terrible Patriots as a pick 'em. What you think about those picks right there?
I mean, I love the college picks. Those are solid. I mean, for Caleb's sake, I hope they win. And we know Kansas City is most likely going to win. And
Yeah.
on top of that, I got a bonus pick for, I think, everybody. I forgot to tell you before the show. And I know you're going to say something about it and be like, you don't want to, and they've burned us so many times. But I think back-to-back weeks, I think it's
I
smart
know where you're
to
going.
tell everybody, pick the Jets this weekend. That's my pick for everybody and myself. They're facing the Cardinals. The Cardinals are at home. And the Cardinals opened -1.5, and it went all the way to a pick 'em. And I saw it there at one point. I think I got it there, and I'm going to take it again later. And now it's all the way at Jets -1. They're going to win. They're 3-6. They have to win this game. The Cardinals are 5-4. They're due for a loss. This is what they do. They look like they're good, and then they lose again. So I think the Jets are going to go out and take it. I don't know how exactly it happens. I just think by the end of the game, when it's all said and done, they'll be up on top, just so they can keep them in the conversation and keep talking about Aaron Rodgers for the media's sake. What do you think, Vaughn?
Hey, I can't argue that pick. I honestly forgot about that pick. That's a great pick right there. Like you said, Jets have to win this game. They lose, literally their season over, and we've been saying that, in the past, that they really needed to win and they lost before, but you got to strap your boots against a team you can beat. The Cardinals are a good team. Don't get me wrong. They've improved on this season, but the Jets can beat this team with their defense alone. I like the Jets -1. I'll probably bet this game. All right, yeah. You want to let's talk about this Commanders versus Pittsburgh for a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm still leaning the Commanders at home. The main reason is Robinson's coming back. I think the run game will help out Jaden Daniels. Also, I don't know if the Steelers can score enough points. Like, I know their defense will give Jaden Daniels fits here and there, but for some reason, I think it'll be just one big play that he makes in a critical moment that gets him enough points to edge this game out against the Steelers. So I do like the Commanders to win this game, but I won't be betting it. I'll just be watching it.
Let's just watch it, because I'm going to tell you this. I know before in the previous week, I had the Steelers coming into winning this game. Now, obviously, now the rest of the week, I don't know. It's up in the air. But all time, Mike Tomlin is 13-4 coming out of a bye. And the last 7 games, the Steelers themselves are undefeated coming out of the bye. So there is that. That does also mean they could be due for a loss. But it does also mean they could stay undefeated just because it is Jaden Daniels and he is a rookie. And just because he's hyped up.
Yeah.
But you never know. That's why I think this is when we kind of watch and see, because then based on how this game goes, we know the direction of each team going into their following week.
I agree 100%. Definitely won't put no money on this game because, like you just stated, Mike Tomlin, he's a great coach, one of the greatest coaches, that's been in this league for a while. He's always had a winning record every season. So can never doubt that guy. He always draws.
In this situation, like better coach, better quarterback. In this situation, it's like both it's like Mike Tomlin is the better coach, but the other coach is decent. Yeah. And then these two quarterbacks, it's like one's a Super Bowl winning quarterback, the other one is super nice out of college. It's hard to kind of pick it.
Yeah, tough game to call. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, hope you like the content tonight. Hopefully next week will be an even better week. I will be doing the First and Goal show coming shortly. College football picks on the way. What's up, Jack? You got anything to say to the people?
No, nothing else. Just we don't have any fighters this week. I mean, the odds are just too crazy, and it's just a random fight night. But everyone, get ready for next week. John Jones.
John Jones, and I got 2 college football ready. So that's a parlay for you right now. So in the meantime, between time, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this cash. Tap in with us next. This is not financial advice. Yeah. Nah, I don't judge. Eat how you gonna eat, keep it legit. And please don't bother me, rather in advance. Or you hit the lottery, buy new commodities.